Welcome to YCS Milan 2018. It's the last event of the year and we've been here a couple of times before. We got our all-star coverage team for you guys who are going to provide you with live updates throughout the entire weekend. And first, in our little welcome piece, we're going to look back at some of the past event in Milan. It all started in 2010 for the second European YCS ever. And back then it was a thing that people from the UK could come to other countries and win over there. Marcello knows the whole story.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely an exciting moment. It was the biggest tournament held in Italy by the time. It was more than 900 players, which was huge at the time. And as you said, UK won, which is something that only happened now in 2018 with Luke Parks. And Matt Collins was the winner with Cow's Plant. It was quite a wide format with a lot of different decks. Blackwing was a thing, X-Sabers was also a really popular deck, but in the end, as I said, he won with Cow's Plant, and yeah, shocked the field because it wasn't as popular as other choices. And actually, a player that topped at the event with Blackwing was Stefano Memoli, which, as you will see, will come back later on in 2012 at the European Championship.
Indeed. He actually won the event in 2012. With a Chaos Dragon deck, which was popularized by Peter Gross earlier on in the year, kind of took everyone by storm a bit. Probably the first Austrian YCS winner, but I might be wrong on that. So he took it through a field of like wind-ups and Dino Rabbit. Pretty surprising deck to win that event, all things considered. There were a lot of other very popular decks at the time, which people thought were possibly better. So kudos to him, and an Italian taking it on Italian soil is always nice. What happened in the next event, Rudy?
Next time we went to Milan was 2014. We had our second YCS, and it was the second largest YCS up until then. It was, I think we had almost 1,500 players. London beat Milan by 5 players or something like that. So it was really close. And for me, it's like a trip to the past coming here, because 2014 was the year I started doing coverage at the YCS. And back then I was rather new and was surprised by the huge number of players. And we underestimated YCS Milan by far, because I think we expected like 1,000 players back then, and we had like almost 500 more. So I still remember the line was huge. And we had such a huge delay starting the event, but it all went great. The format was Clifford's. Daniele Stella won with Clifford's. And the format was like Clifford's, which was basically the anti-meta deck back then, and it was Burning Abyss and Shaddolls. Yeah, and Stella won the whole event because he was running like a million floodgates. So yeah, he beat everybody. So that's basically my memories for YCS Milan 2014. Now back to you, Oli.
Yeah, in the last few years we've always been to Rimini instead, or Rimini as it is also known outside of Europe. This time we're going back to Milan, and the big question is, what does that mean in terms of player numbers? Marcello, what's your expectation? Do you think we're going to see more players than we tend to see in Rimini, or do we see less players?
I think we could see definitely a lot more players, because Milan is quite, a popular place to go. I saw a lot of even players from the USA coming over because they just want to hang out, do some shopping and so on. And what I'm expecting to see, an Italian won the last YCS, so I think they're quite hungry for another title, and hopefully one of the Italians will take it home as well.
All right.
What do you think, Tom?
I can't vouch for that. It's quite exciting, as Rudy mentioned, like we're going back to the past. Burning Abyss, still here.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever present. We still got, kind of Chaos Dragons in the form of Thunder Dragons. It's pretty exciting to see all these decks come back. Never go away. I'm pretty excited for the weekend.
Right. Since we got a new list like a week ago, people thought the FTK decks are gone, but I was talking to some of the guys here at YCS Milan, and they said, yeah, they are expecting some other sort of FTK. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what it's going to be. Other than that, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of surprises, and that's what I'm most looking forward to.
Right. It's going to be a great culmination of 2018. We have seen some great events this year, lots and lots of highlights. Went through some couple of restructurings with the coverage team, got an all new setup on the stage, all of that and more. As always, it's going to be showing off this weekend. You're going to see what's it going to be like this weekend. We got, of course, the player interviews again at the start of the feature match and a winner interview after the feature match as well. We got these two guys who know more about the game than anybody else in the venue. We basically had to force them to do coverage because otherwise we would know who wins this event this weekend. We got these two experts doing that, and Rudy, of course, is going to be looking at the public events, bringing you more updates, and of course the written coverage, which you guys should not forget about. So we got plenty of things in store for you at YCS Milan 2018. With that, we're going to take a break for the day. This is Friday basically in the books, and we're going to be right back with the next feature match for you guys.